Rahui Katani.
Thank you, Mr Speaker. I'm pleased to stand as the MP for Te Taitonga to speak on this bill because housing, particularly in the South Island, is something that we're really interested in, and particularly warm housing, because it is something that we really miss out on in the South Island. The policy on housing for Māori in particular really needs to be looked at, because so many of us have large families as Māori, and I remember growing up with, as my young family were growing up, being crammed into tiny little houses with our 5 kids, and it's not a pretty sight, particularly when they get into teenagers and we're having to find room for everybody to be able to study, to be able to do all of those things that will enable them to grow up healthy. In Te Taitonga, we know that housing is one of the greatest concerns for our people. Many Māori are living in substandard housing. Many Māori are tenants of Housing New Zealand. And so we are vitally interested in this bill. When I was the managing solicitor at Te Ratonga Ture Māori Legal Services, I recall that one of the top issues we dealt with there was housing. So many people coming into us seeking help with dealing with Housing New Zealand. And as a constituent MP, I can say that one of the top issues that constituents come to us seeking our help with is housing. So many people coming to seeking help dealing with Housing New Zealand again. And in Christchurch, since the earthquake, Housing New Zealand has been doing a relatively good job, but unfortunately for the people who are leaving Christchurch and are looking for assistance finding houses around New Zealand and other parts of New Zealand, Housing New Zealand again are not doing a great job, and these people really need help. In fact, just yesterday I had another constituent come in to my Kilburnie office absolutely frustrated with the lack of service that she receives from her housing manager and the time it is taking to have her concerns sorted out. 2.5 years she has been complaining and not getting any help. So will separating out the policy arm from the poor implementation improve service? Will it improve policy advice? I don't know, but I'm certainly interested in listening to people and to the public and to the interest groups and what they have to say on it. So I do look forward to the Select Committee process and to what people have to say about this, and I certainly hope that we have a proper Select Committee process. We will be supporting this bill at this stage, but I look forward to hearing from the public on this. Kia ora.
Call Tim McIndoe.
Mr Speaker, I'm very pleased to speak in support of this bill. Contrary to the concerns that we heard from Moana Maki earlier in this debate, in these difficult times, Mr Speaker, I want to suggest it's more important than ever that we concentrate our resources in the public service on the delivery of quality services at the front line with a minimum of bureaucracy, duplication and inefficiency. Ms Mackie seemed to believe that duplication and layers of bureaucracy are essential. And in fact, it was only when Marion Street rose to her feet that I realised that the Labour Party is actually in support of this first reading.
Honourable Member, the time has come for me to leave the chair. This debate is interrupted. I shall resume the chair at 7:30.